Hello everyone. In today's lecture, I will be teaching you the next point in third unit of turbulent flow is velocity distribution in turbulent flow in pipes. Before that, we will have a quick revision about the previous lecture. In previous lecture, we have seen the expressions given by various scientists for the shear stress in the turbulent flow. The general expression for the shear stress was the total shear stress is equal to the shear stress due to the laminar sublayer, which was also called as the viscous shear stress, plus the shear stress due to the turbulent flow. Okay, now we will see the velocity distribution in turbulent flow in pipes. So it was given by the Prandtl. So the universal velocity profile or the Prandtl's universal distribution equation can be determined using the following steps. So in this equation, the Prandtl has assumed that the viscous shear stress to be neglected near the boundary. It is negligible near the boundary. So the shear stress in the turbulent flow is given by the expression tau is equal to rho L square into du by dy square. So from the Prandtl's hypothesis, the Prandtl has given a mixing length, that is L. He has said that L is directly proportional to y. Okay, where y is the distance of the laminar from the wall. So we can write it as L is directly proportional to y. So if we write L is equal to lambda y, where lambda is the proportionality constant, which is also called as Karman universal constant, and the value of this lambda is 0.4. So if you substitute the value of L, that is lambda into y, in the expression of shear stress, in this expression we can get the expression as tau is equal to rho into lambda y whole bracket square into du by dy whole bracket square. So by rearranging these terms, we can write as shear stress is equal to rho into lambda square y square into du by dy whole bracket square. So if a small values of y, that is very close to the boundary of the pipe, is considered, the Prandtl has assumed that the shear stress, that is tau, to be constant, that is it is equal to the tau 0. Tau 0 is what? Shear stress at the pipe boundaries. So tau is equal to tau 0 is equal to rho into lambda square into y square into du by dy whole bracket square. So we can write the value of du by dy. We can arrange this expression in terms of du by dy as follows, that is 1 by lambda y root tau 0 by rho. So we can substitute the value of 1 by lambda y as u suffix f, where u suffix f is nothing but the shear friction velocity, or which is called as shear velocity. Okay, now integrating this equation, we will get the velocity expression, that is u is equal to u suffix f divided by lambda into ln y plus c. So to find out the value of this constant, we can apply the boundary conditions. So applying the boundary conditions, y is equal to capital R, that is the radius of R, we know that at y is equal to capital R, u is equal to u max. So u max is equal to u suffix f divided by lambda into ln R plus c. So we will get the value of c as u max minus u suffix f divided by lambda into ln R. So substituting this value of c, we will get the equation as u is equal to u max plus u suffix f divided by lambda into ln y minus ln R. Now we know that log of a minus log of b can be written as log of a divided by b. Similarly, we can write this ln y minus ln r as ln y by r. So the expression can be written as u is equal to u max plus u suffix f divided by lambda into ln into y by r. But we know the value of lambda, that is 0.4. So substituting this value, we will get the expression as u is equal to u max plus 2.5 uf into ln y by r. So this is known as the Prandtl's universal distribution equation. So in exam, for this topic, the question can become as explain the Prandtl's universal distribution equation and derive the same. So this will be the expression. Now we can say that the velocity distribution in the turbulent flow is logarithmic in nature from this expression. Here log is there, so it is logarithmic in nature, and this is the equation given by the Prandtl's universal distribution equation. Okay. Now in non-dimensional form, u max minus u divided by u suffix f is equal to 2.5 ln r by y. If we have to write in terms of log to the base, we can write as u max minus u divided by u suffix f is equal to 5.7 log to the base 10 r by y, where u max minus u is called as the velocity defect. So we have seen the velocity distribution in turbulent flow. We have seen the Prandtl's universal distribution equation, which is given as u is equal to u max plus 2.5 uf into ln y by r. Also we have seen that the velocity distribution in turbulent flow is logarithmic in nature, and we have seen what is the velocity defect, that is u max minus u is velocity defects. Now we will see the how we will distinguish the smooth and rough boundaries. Okay, now if this average height, that is k, that is of irregularities which are projecting from the surface of the boundary is much lesser than the thickness of the sublayer, that is delta dash, then this type of boundary is called as smooth boundary. See, we can see here k is less than delta dash or delta dash is greater than k. When this condition occurs, at that condition the boundary is said to be smooth boundaries. Okay, this is because the outside the laminar sublayer the flow is turbulent. Okay, and the eddies of the various sizes present in the turbulent flow try to penetrate the laminar sublayer and reach the surface of the boundary. We know that above the laminar sublayer there is a turbulent flow, and these eddies present in the turbulent flow try to penetrate in this laminar sublayer, okay, and to reach this surface of the boundaries. Okay, but due to the greater thickness of this laminar sublayer, the eddies are unable to reach the surface irregularities, and hence the boundary behaves as a smooth boundaries. Okay, as this thickness of the laminar sublayer is more, the eddies are unable to get into this laminar sublayer to reach the surface of the boundaries. So the boundary behaves as a smooth boundaries. So this type of boundary is called as hydrodynamically smooth boundaries. Okay, now we will see the second, that is rough boundaries. So in the rough boundaries, the k is greater than the delta dash, that is the average height of the irregularities which are projecting from the surface of the boundaries is greater than that of the thickness of the laminar sublayer. In this case, the boundary is called as rough boundaries. So if the Reynolds number of the flow is increased, then the thickness of this laminar sublayer will get decreased. Why this laminar sublayer thickness get decreased? When if the Reynolds number is increased, this thickness of the laminar sublayer get reduced. So If the thickness of the laminar sublayer becomes much smaller than the irregularities, okay, the boundary will act as the rough boundary. Okay, this is because the irregularities of the surface are above the laminar sublayer, and the eddies present in this turbulent zone will come in contact with this laminar sublayer and with irregularities of the surface, and lot of energy will be lost. Okay, so the turbulent flow in the eddies in the turbulent flow will enter this laminar sublayer, and it will come in contact with the irregularities of the surface, and lot of energy will be lost. So such type of boundary is called as hydrodynamically rough boundary. Clear about hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries? Okay, now we will see the various conditions by which we can distinguish the hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries. The Nikod's experiment was used to distinguish this. So first is for hydrodynamically smooth boundaries, K by delta dash should be less than 0.25, and for rough boundaries, K by delta dash is greater than 6. Okay, now the boundary in transition, when the boundary is in transition, this condition is used. 0.25 is less than K by delta dash, and K by delta dash is less than 6. Now we can distinguish this smooth boundaries and rough boundaries if in terms of Reynolds number in this manner. Okay, now for smooth boundaries, U suffix f into k divided by v should be less than 4. In that condition, the boundary is called as smooth boundary. And for the rough boundary, U suffix f into k by v should be greater than 100. And for transition state, the UF k into v should be greater than 4 and less than 100. The velocity distribution for smooth and rough pipes, we will see. First we will see the velocity distribution for the smooth pipes. The velocity distribution for the turbulent flow in pipes is given by this equation, that is 4.37. See, U is equal to UF by lambda into ln y plus c. This is the expression for the velocity distribution in turbulent flow. That is U is equal to UF lambda into ln y plus c. Now we will apply the boundary conditions. At boundaries, y is 0. That is, the velocity u will be also infinity, minus infinity. If you substitute the value of y 0, we know that by substituting the value of y as 0, we will get the velocity as minus infinity. Thus this implies what? This implies that at a certain distance y is equal to y, the velocity will be 0. Okay, thus the above equation can be written as, if velocity is 0, uf by lambda into ln y dash plus c. So we can write the value of c as minus uf lambda ln y dash. Substituting this value, we will get u is equal to uf divided by lambda ln y minus uf by lambda into ln y dash. By applying the boundary conditions, we have calculated the value of constant, that is c. Then we have substituted this value of c in this equation, and we have found out that u is equal to uf by lambda ln y by y dash. But in this equation we know the value of lambda, that is 0.4. So substituting this value of lambda as 0.4, we will get as u is equal to 2.5 uf into ln y by y dash. So if we have to represent it in terms of log to the base 10, we will get the equation as u is equal to 5.75 uf log to the base 10 bracket y divided by y dash. So it is observed from the Nicardus experimental study from turbulent flow in smooth pipes that for any pipe size the value of parameter, that is uf into y divided by v, for which y is equal to delta dash is approximately equal to 11.6, and for which y is equal to y dash is approximately equal to 0.108. Okay, that is uf into delta dash by v is equal to 11.6. okay, that is we can find out the value of delta. We can express it in terms of delta dash as 11.6 v into uf. Similarly, we know uf y dash by v is equal to 0.108. We can write it as y dash is equal to 0.108 v by uf. Okay, substituting this values of y dash as 0.108 v by uf, we will get u by uf is equal to 5.75 log to the base 10 y divided by 0.108 v by uf. Substituting this y dash value in this, we will get this equation. Then by solving this equation, we will get 5.75 log to the base 10 uf into y divided by 0.108 v. So we have just rearranged it and we have written as 5.75 log to the base 10 uf into y divided by v minus 5.7 log to the base 10 0.108. So we can write as 5.75 log to the base 10 uf into y divided by v plus 5.5. So this expression or this equation is known as Karman-Prandtl's equation for the velocity distribution near the hydrodynamically smooth boundaries. Okay, this equation is known as the Karman-Prandtl's equation, which is for the velocity distribution near the hydrodynamically smooth boundaries. Now we will see for the rough boundaries. The pipes having rough boundaries. From the experiment by the Nicardus and others, it has been observed that y dash is directly proportional to k. So we can get the expression of y dash as y dash is equal to k by 30, where k is nothing but the diameter of the irregularities or the projections on the rough surface. Okay, now substituting these values in equation 4.4, that is this u is equal to 5.75 uf log to the base 10 y by y dash. Substituting the value of y dash, we will get 5.7 log to the base 10 y by k divided by 30. So 5.75 log to the base 10 30 into y divided by k. So again we will resubstitute. Rearranging these terms, we will get 5.75 log to the base 10 y by k plus log to the base 10 30. So you can write as u by uf is equal to 5.75 log to the base 10 y by k plus 8.5. Now this is known as the Karman-Prandtl's equation for the velocity distribution near the hydrodynamically rough boundary.